Hi everybody, this is Dean Halper and this video is all about my new computer. This is a Raspberry Pi 400. This is basically an all-in-one kit on the Raspberry Pi, and it's based on the Raspberry Pi 4B 4GB edition. So I'm just going to go over the specs here. I've got it right here. It's a Broadcom BCM2711 quad core 64-bit Cortex A72 at 1.8 GHz, 4 gigabytes of RAM, a dual band Wi-Fi, 1 gigabyte Ethernet, and it's got two USB version 3 and one USB version 1 port. It's got the GPIO port, which was carried on from the regular Raspberry Pi. Two micro HDMI ports. It supports up to 4K. Multimedia is it's capable of 4K, 1080p, 1080p, 30, OpenGL 3. It's got a micro SD card. It's got its built-in 79 key keyboard and a 5V DC USB-C connect, and you get that in the kit. So you get the machine, the computer itself, USB mouse, power supply, SD card, HDMI cable, and a beginner's guide. So let's open her up. I'm just going to put the box over here. Open it up like that. So, and here it is, the Raspberry Pi 400, and you can see here it's about this. It's almost the same dimensions as an Apple Magic Mouse, and it's got Linux built in. So let's go over what's on this. So you have a Kensington lock right here, you have Ethernet port here, USB version 2 here, USB version 3 here, USB-C, which is for the power connection, two HDMI micro HDMIs. You have your micro SD card there, which is pre-populated with Raspberry Pi OS, which is formerly Raspbian, and you've got your 40-pin GPIO here. You can see here it's a very, very handsome keyboard, and the spacebar feels brilliant, and it's a UK edition, and you've got nice lights here, and you've got a power indicator right there, caps lock there, and num lock there. Very nice machine. So we're going to go down the second level with that, and as you can see here, we've got a Raspberry Pi mouse right there, and a Raspberry Pi power supply. Very nice. And you also have an SD card, full-size SD card adapter with the Raspberry Pi logo right there. And if we go into the third row, so this is the bottom row here. Let's take this out. You have the micro HDMI to regular HDMI cable, and this book here, the official Raspberry Pi Beginner's Guide, how to use your new computer, fully updated for your Raspberry Pi 400, and it also covers the. So if you get this from a shop or you buy this online, it will cost you £10. So I'm just going to read the back here. Raspberry Pi is a small, clever, British-built computer that's packed with potential. Made using the same technology you'll find in a smartphone, Raspberry Pi is designed to help you learn coding, discover how computers work, and build your own amazing things. This book was written to show you how just easy it is to get started. So you learn how to set up your Raspberry Pi, start coding projects, and experiment in connecting electronic components and have fun creating amazing projects. So all in all, a very good book here. It's about, I'd say, around 250 pages. Very nice. So let's have a look at the mouse. So I've got the box for the mouse here. There's the mouse there. As you can see, it is in the Raspberry Pi colours. In fact, I might be able to use this on my own laptop. As you can see there, it has the Raspberry Pi logo, the Raspberry. I'm going to remove the... However, the cable is pretty short, but very nice. And lastly, the power supply. This is a 5 volt, a 15.3 watt maximum output. It's got the as you can see there. It also has the Raspberry logo, and and this is also USB-C. So it's quite a long cable actually. Very nice. What else? Oh yes. And of course, this is the connection. This is the connection for to connect your TV or screen to your Raspberry Pi. So you've got a full size USB, and it's also got the Raspberry logo there, and it says on the other side HDMI, and it's also got the Raspberry logo there, and it also says HDMI on the micro. So very nice. It's a very nice kit for about £93, I think it is, in the shops. So all in all, it's a very clever, a very good kit you can get. So I'm going to set this up. I'm going to take time to read this book, find out what to do, and I will probably use this for emulator, see if I can get this all up and running. So thanks a lot.